The XRP price has been going up and down for months, but now there are some strong signs on the chart that you can't ignore. The Ripple digital asset might be about to take off, and the charts show that big gains are on the way. If you've been waiting for the right time to buy XRP or aren't sure if it's time to hold on to your position, now might be it. On the price chart, there are certain patterns and key signs that point to a possible upward trend. The XRP is picking up speed, and these signs are backed up by real data from the chart, so they're not just guesses. As an investment, what does this mean for you? Today, we'll talk in depth about why XRP prices might be about to go up and why you should hold on to your coins. Taking a close look at these signs right now, for people who like to use basic analysis, XRP's price chart is currently telling an interesting story. You already know that charts are accurate, and what we're seeing now is a clear setup for making money. There are signs of a strong bull market in the form of moving averages, support/resistance lines, and the RSI Relative Strength Index pattern. If these signs are correct, the price of XRP could go up a lot in the next few weeks. Traders and investors pay close attention to this kind of price activity because it could mean that the market is switching from a sideways trend to a strong uptrend. If you know how these technical signs work together, you can tell if the XRP is ready for its next big move. Only one sign, there are a lot of signs that the price of XRP is going up. What's causing people to be so optimistic? The price is being affected by many real-world factors right now, such as Ripple's ongoing legal fight with the SEC and its growing partnerships with financial institutions. It's not just technical indicators or market speculation. The future of institutions' XRP looks better because the price chart is showing positive signs, and regulations will soon be clearer, which will lead to more adoption. The way the market is feeling and the way the charts are set up suggest that XRP could be getting ready for a big rise. But it's not enough to just want prices to go up. You also have to use the chart can help you make better financial choices by giving you data-driven insights. Let's look at the chart's messages to understand why these signs are so important and how they are setting up XRP for possible gains soon. The latest performance of XRP on the market makes it clear that the asset has been very volatile in the months since undergoing big changes in price. Based on the holding pattern that XRP has been in, this lack of movement may just be the calm before the storm. Changes in the global economy, worries about regulations, and changes in market mood have all made the cryptocurrency market very unstable. But XRP has been holding strong in spite of all of this. These outside forces, even though the prices of many digital goods have dropped sharply, because XRP has been able to stay relatively stable, investors are looking forward to a possible rise. As for those who don't know, the U.S. Secret Service says that Ripple, the company that made XRP, has been selling shares, which has had a big effect on the price of XRP. Stocks and bonds that aren't listed, even with all of these problems, XRP has maintained a strong place in the market. Investors are beginning to see the light at the end of the tunnel as regulations change and more information becomes available. This has made people doubtful about XRP's future, which has caused its price to change a lot. Institutions and investors have gained faith again, which could help its comeback. The current market mood for XRP shows a growing sense of optimism. This is because the SEC case might end in Ripple's favor, and more people are using XRP to send money across borders. Many people think that XRP will play a big role in the future of foreign money transfers. XRP is already being used by, even though XRP is having trouble with the law, more financial institutions and payment providers are working together to make foreign payments quick and cheap. Market success is often affected by both internal fundamentals and external factors, as well as the current value of the XRP. Even though there are legal problems, the market's position shows that its long-term picture is getting better. What does this mean for people who want to invest? As institutional interest continues to grow and the legal cloud slowly lifts, the continued stability and strong factors that support XRP could make it a great time for the price to go through the roof. There's no question that XRP prices may be about to change in a big way. These things, along with the sound technical analysis we'll talk about, show that XRP is about to break out of its current level and soar to new heights. As you keep an eye on the XRP's performance, now is the time to pay close attention to the signs that big gains may be on the way. Let us take a look at the chart, what these possible gains mean, and what the technical signs tell us next. Chart analysis is one of the most reliable ways to get information about how the price of any coin will change in the future. There are a lot of important signs on the XRP chart right now that point to a possible big move in the price. But it's important to remember that you can never be sure of an estimate. It's hard to ignore the chart's technical signals, so let's look at the most important ones that buyers should pay close attention to if they want to keep an eye on the XRP price. Averages that move. Moving averages are a big part of technical analysis because they make prices less volatile and give a clearer picture of the market. Right now, a picture of the general trend when the stock's 50-day moving average goes above its 200-day moving average. Traders look for a golden cross. This is one of the strongest signals they can find because it means that short-term momentum is stronger than long-term trend and that XRP may be getting ready for a price increase, shows that the XRP is beginning to go up and may be ready for a big rise. Now, let's talk about the relative strength measure. RSI is another important metric to keep an eye on. It tracks the rate and direction of price changes and can help you figure out if an asset is overbought or oversold. The XRP's RSI is just below 70, which means if the RSI goes above 70, it could mean that an asset is about to pull back. But if it stays close to 70, it still means that buying pressure is high and the price is going up, which means that the XRP is picking up speed, but still has room to keep going up. Taking things too far, the MACD moving average is another important gauge to think about, getting closer and farther apart. As soon as the MACD line goes above the signal line, it's seen as a buy signal because it means the movement is moving up. The MACD is a trend-following momentum indicator that shows how two moving averages of an asset's price are related to each other. The MACD for XRP is shown. Bullish divergence is a sign that the tide is on the side of the bulls. This is another sign that the XRP might be ready for a move up. Now let's look at the levels of support and resistance. These are very important to understand because they show where the price has had trouble moving above or below support. XRP has recently been put to the test and held above a. If XRP can break through a close resistance level, it could start a new rally. This would mean that buyers are stepping in to keep the price stable. It's easy to see from the chart that XRP is getting closer to breaking through this support. This could cause a lot of people to buy, which would drive the price up.